On the run from inside his own 5. The Red Raiders offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
And they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Third and long right here. He's changing the play. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The give on 4th down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
Well, there are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
On the move, he fires. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down in the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Tough run here, it's Stanzi. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Gotta establish the line of scrimmage.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Well, I know there are a lot of schools every year that try to make the claim that they are DBU, but when you look at this team and this defense, David, each and every year, the talent is just outrageous, and this might be the actual DBU. Guys that can run, they've got length, man coverage zone, whatever you want, these guys have.
Yeah, it's really nice to coach, be a defensive coordinator, be a secondary coach, when you got guys that look like that. I mean, they don't look human, right? Like the length, obviously get those top-tier guys, and there's just something about the way they play at this spot that makes them look even better.
Manning with a play fake. That's caught. It's Townsend. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Manning to the air again. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the back. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. First quarter in the books. Let's see what kind of numbers these two wide receivers are putting up. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And how about that? You don't see those.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on fourth. Still looking. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And the Red Raiders will snap it on first and 10. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Rolls right. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Right side, it's Bowman. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Fresh center downs going to the air. Holds on, it's Simmons. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw one first. He's got it down the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. The Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Henderson. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Manning on play action. Moving to his left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Lowers those pads. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Knocked down immediately. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Manning. They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Finds his big tight end. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. There he goes. The 50, the 40,
says, hey, we're on our own 2-yard line. Let's just run the ball and give ourselves some space, give ourselves some better field position. But the ball carrier says, no way. I'm making people miss. I'm taking this thing to the crib. And he showed you his speed. Wow, what a game-changing type play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Manning to throw. Look out. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wide receiver comes in motion. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got his man downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Rush is on. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
He's got him this time. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Hart's going to spin it again. Turns it upfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Arch Madness. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He's got it, 1st down and more. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there, a touchdown here. And I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone. And that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime. But they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Here's some daylight. He's past the sticks. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Sees an alley. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Throwing Manning. This time he's got it. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Complete out of the backfield. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Guys, here on the Red Raiders sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Out wide left, it's Barney. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Barney. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Henderson. Got enough for the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Making the adjustment on the play. 2nd down to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this...
Pulls it in down the middle. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Texas. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Texas, 14.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Bounced out of bounds at the 38 after that return. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. That lead is now 10, down to a two-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Hard running there. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Caught. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly. On third down, he drops the throw. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Defenses understand I got to take away my throwing lanes and then react to that running back.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it here on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Makes the tackle.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Finds a crease at the 20. Running free. Touchdown, Red Raider. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Fires to the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Left side is Townsend. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Rid of it on the RPO. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Manning to the air again. Lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Great place to start for this offense. Running inside, it's Coleman Williams. Wrestled down at the 26, it's a gain of 4.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And the extra point is good. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Motion from the wideout. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. 2nd and long here. Working the ground game. Defense all over it. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. And he gets it away.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Looks it in. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. To the air, it's Hammond. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He won't get there. The defense with a fourth down stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Finds the tight end. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. To throw, Manning. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. They'll need a bunch on second down. Sets his feet. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorn.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
This offense has it with really good field position. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide left, it's Bowman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Just into the end. And he pumps it up inside the 20. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks out of the game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Motion from the back. Here's Arch to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Unloads it left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Trying to make one miss. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fires to the wideout. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
This time it's complete. Touchdown, Red Raider! And the pummeling has started.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking the shots. He's not backing down. He's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
Long way to go on second down. Arch is going to throw for it. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. Manning from the gun on third down. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Sets his feet. It's Manning. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.